They called her the Flower Witch, not because she practiced dark magic, but because something about her bread made people weep, laugh, and remember long-lost dreams. But in the sleepy town of Belma, where nothing ever happened, no one noticed that every evening at 6:03 p.m., the baker handed a warm loaf to a ragged old man who never said a word. What they didn't know was that she was baking her way into history. Ellie Reed wasn't rich. Her bakery, wistful thinking, barely paid rent. Yet, without fail, she set aside one loaf each day for the same man, grey-bearded, hunched, always in the same moth-eaten coat. No name, no thanks, just a solemn nod. For 5 years. Her friends called her foolish. Her accountant nearly cried. But Ellie didn't stop. Compassion doesn't need receipts, she'd say, brushing flour from her cheek. Then came that Tuesday. At 5:47 p.m., 4 black SUVs with tinted windows rolled up in front of her bakery. The town gasped. Belma didn't do SUVs. They were followed by men in suits, earpieces, and the kind of sunglasses that screamed, government or trouble. Ellie dropped her mixing bowl. The bakery bell chimed. In walked the old man, clean-shaven, wearing a crisp tuxedo. Behind him, cameras, journalists, a camera crew from Global Fortune TV. Turns out, Old Coat was not a homeless man. He was Franklin Barrington, four-tech billionaire, philanthropist, and recluse. Diagnosed with a terminal illness 5 years ago, he'd left his estate to walk the world as a nobody, determined to find one true act of kindness untouched by fame, profit, or praise. He found it in a loaf of sourdough. Franklin stood beside Ellie, handed her a thick envelope, and smiled for the first time in 5 years. This is $2.5 million. For your kindness and your future. But also, we're going to build the world's first bakery-hospital hybrid. Free bread, free care. Ellie blinked. A what? A place where no one leaves hungry. Not of food, not of love. The internet broke that night. #FlowerWitch trended for 48 hours straight. People came from all over the world to taste her magic. Oprah called. Netflix called. Even the Pope sent a letter. But Ellie stayed Ellie. She kept baking. She still sets aside a loaf every evening, though no one knows who it's for now. Moral? You never know who you're feeding when you show kindness. And sometimes the universe sends SUVs to say thank you. Love unpredictable, goosebump-raising stories like this. There are dozens more waiting for you. So what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and join our storytelling tribe on Cold Revenge, where every story feeds your soul. Because hey, you never know when your next loaf will change your life.